Hello everybody. We've got a best of 7 coming up between Cyborg Ivan and Traumatized. Just waiting to load in. There we go. We have the red Dynasty Cyborg Ivan on the left side on the map Emptied Hopes for game 1, and the black GDF Traumatized on the right side. Thank you to Swan Song for hosting and getting better pings for the fellas to have a better match with pings a bit closer. And Swan picked the first map for us. Thank you very much for that. Vetoes came in. We have Alps vetoed by Traumatized and Oasis vetoed by Cyborg Ivan. Engineer running straight to the middle from Traumatized, hoping that Ivan does end up sending his up north, which he has, so it looks like he will secure the middle TPC pretty quickly. No instant MCV move before barracks shenanigans on this particular game. Engineer looking in danger if the current pathing stays like this. Snagging a engineer after not wanting to go to the middle. Looked like he would probably go up and around, but Traumatized picking that off. Well done. We've got a pod upgrade happening on the radar. And an MCV move coming from Traumatized. Looks like he is heading up to the top right corner. Pillager coming out. Just in time, a right shield gets in and is going to perhaps get a stun onto the Pillager. Trauma very good with his infantry going around, scouting. Going to get this Pillager for relatively free as well. Good start from Trauma. Four shops out. No tech just yet. Decent amount of rigs. Some just moving up to the top left as well. Good placement if you wanted to do a overcharge with the power plant. Going to get 5 buildings for 1 overcharge cost. Lots of infantry, drones, middle of the map for trauma. And starting to get vehicles into play. 3 pillagers and a havoc. Airfield, likely some matchsticks to help with the cluster of infantry. Doctrines. 4 doctrines done for Ivan and 3 done for trauma. Some extra air pads, as we can see. Looks like he's going to do some rig harassment. Comms officer out as well, and a sniper. We're traumatized. MCV moving into the middle as well. Perhaps to secure this top Tempest wheel. GG going to the GDF, Mr. Trauma, taking game 1 on emptied hopes. Okay, game number 2. Map pick by Ivan, picking Road to Ruin. In the bottom left we have the GDF Traumatized, and sticking with the red up in the top right, Ivan. Game 1 going to Traumatized on Emptied Hopes. God, they hit like wet noodles. Getting the cap even with the attack, building a guard tower out of his pocket, and then walking over at half HP and still getting the cap. Could perhaps have the pillager up a little bit closer and doing damage onto both powers, but right shield coming in as well. And push that out. Got machinist coming down as well into the fray. Third rig, fourth rig just coming out with a one-shot bureau. Call the guard has stopped. Here it comes. It's a lot of power plants. GG. Ivan taking game 2 on Road to Ruin with a one-shot bureau. Good push. Very nice micro on those battles as well. Flame Tower. Flame fella, what's his name? Igniter dodging those grenades up the top. Very good play. Okay, game number 3 coming up. And the bottom left has the GDF in the black. We have Traumatized. And top right, Ivan himself playing as the Red Dynasty. We have one game apiece as we move on to game 3 on Bridges Out map. Got some good news. We got a nice new scoring overlay in the works. Gonna try to combine those with the thumbnails that have been coming up, courtesy of Mr. Bullet Time. Thank you very much. So for that, we'll have improvement coming up pretty soon for our show matches. I think a lot of the top players have been enjoying battling it out together, dodging a lot of that ranked grind of newer players and waiting times, and just getting in and getting their session done together with a best of 7 or something like that. Data call pod, the yellow one, so we'll see some operatives like the comms officer and snipers. Airfield coming up as well, or trauma. Ivan getting those rigs out and about. Big bridge hit. I think that got the comms officer as well. Just managed to get the MCV down, but repair bait has been put down by trauma as a precautionary measure, so an MCV can be able to be replaced if he holds in. It just looks like he has pushed Ivan's main force back. condor sitting there. Might be able to pick off a bit of a big explosive hit. Maybe on some MLRs, HARs. And GG called by Traumatized. Well played to Ivan. This Condor's done some pretty good work, but just not quite enough to turn the tide. Ivan taking game number 3, I believe. Altitude, the next map. Ivan in the Red Dynasty on the left hand side. Traumatized sitting in the Black GDF on the right hand side. Score is 2 games to Ivan, 1 game to Trauma in his best of 7. Map pick by Traumatized. see which pod comes up. Going to suspect it's going to stick with the operatives with the comms and sniper. Trom has not been doing maulers in any of these matches previously. Wanting to have a good match. Good on him. No vehicles coming out, just rigs and the infantry so far from Ivan. Radar coming up now, and a quick bastion. Relatively quick. He's pumped it up to 8 rigs to traumatize his 6 harvesters. There's that yellow pod for the comms officer and snipers. May have a bugged harvester or one that's been moved down from the main base but not into the Tempest, so just move to the spot commanded. One more doctrine down the left side here, and Ivan will be able to unpack the salvage vans and move them with the army if he chooses to do so. Maybe it was the third one, because he just did it. I've got 2 war factories heading up into the T3. Might see some voltaics or some spheres. Volt tanks. Machinist coming out as well. We got a comms officer, 2 snipers on the side of Trauma. And it looks like the Volts are his play for the T3 currently. MCV likely to move up here and build another base of harvesters up this side as well. Popping in a little bit of intel there. 30 or so. Ivan could probably overload again. He's got enough money. Replan that army a little bit quicker. Just having a little bit of power issues. And we do have a super weapon out as well. He may find some uses. However, we got 4 condors out. Looks like they're going to run around and pick off some of the economy. GG called by Ivan. Well played to Traumatized, evening the series up 2 games each. Those Condors, I think, played a pretty good play. Pretty good, you know, pretty good stuff. Okay, we move on to game number 5. The series is tied at 2 games each. Moving on to Central Junction. Apologies, getting tired. Top left, we have the Black Traumatized in the GDF as the GDF, and the Red Dynasty for Ivan in the bottom right. This map has been picked by Ivan, even though it has been discussed many a time that it feels like it is quite a good GDF map as well. But knowing that Trauma does not like it, has picked it anyway, and Trauma will work on the map as well, I'm sure, to get it in his rotation. Double barracks, grabbing out the engineers and tin guards a little bit quicker. Double barracks likewise from Trauma. Doesn't look like he's sending down any attack force. Just wants to secure his own TPCs as well. They've joked about a machinist rush. Will Trauma be in 2 months? Will Ivan actually just do it? Who knows? Let's see what he does. There's the Bureau. Looks like he will stick with having a go at the machinist or operative rush with 1 factory, but with the extra TPCs around helps fund the expedition. Radar is going to be up, so we might see some Grenadiers. Was the suggestion to WS earlier to stop the rush. We'll see if that's what he ends up doing. He's doing a lot of barracks as well. Getting a pod straight up too. Here comes the machinists and the Call the Guard with a line officer in tow as well. Will get spotted by the scout, so he'll know it's on the way. Machinists will just probably disable the turrets. Radar going down by Ivan as well to keep his troops nice and healthy. Assuming they get into the healing bay. Harvester coming in to try and turn the tide. GG, the machinist attack has paid dividends in favour of Ivan, breaking the deadlock, moving up to 3 games to 2 in favour of Ivan. Okay, moving into game number 6. Ivan up 3 games to 2. Map pick by Trauma, taking this skinny little map. We have Trauma sitting on the right hand side in the black GDF. Cyborg Ivan in the red dynasty on the left.
Is there no sound?
Yeah, we got sound. This map, you can relatively grab your 2 TPCs close by without fear of harass, giving you a little bit of eco and power advantage to try, if you wished, something a little bit quicker. Bureau coming up, machinist heading out. May get spotted. Have to see if the pathing cross each other. However, I think Traumatized is probably going to be suspicious that the MCV is not down. And we'll probably see that the machinist is going to get up hop onto his scout. Call the guard, 1 pillager, 2 machinists, and I'm guessing the line officer will probably pop out. He travels pretty quick, so he may catch up in time. We'll see if Trauma's going to stick with his operatives pod or mix it up and go right. No, sticking with the operatives. Get some snipers. There's that line officer. A weird HP 632, 172. Right, will he have enough to hold MCV's in a precarious spot again. Turrets are going to come up, but can be shut down by the machinists. Snipers out. Harvester doing some early harass. Expecting a radar to pop as well for the sustained healing. Just going straight to kill the MCV. Does get the MCV. No repair bay in sight. Gonna jump in the bunker and get a little bit of healing and still shoot a couple of barracks. Radar didn't come down. Just sending what he can over idle pillager. Sort of losing his infantry force there to the sentinels. So Ivan's play will be to take out as much production because everything will just swap to units now and have to try to win with what is left. Trauma is not out of it just yet. Still going to be able to build a little bit of T2. Is that radar? Got an extra shop come up now as well. We're still sitting on 4 rigs, so I'm going to try and use this high ground to sustain, knowing that he does have a small advantage with taking out the MCV. Just has to watch out for the overwhelming forces that will continue to come until either side calls the GG. Won't be able to really let up and let Ivan continue his eco advantage and production buildings. Call the guards been come out. Population's down back in front. We got a machinist, 2 machinists and a line officer back on deck with 1 comms officer, 2 snipers. Trauma knowing that he has to sort of find a way to end the game a little bit quicker. We'll just have every production building what it can and hope that he can sustain or at least trade well. But it looks like Ivan is, with those operatives sort of pushing through. Oh, Hunter tank may have just turned the tables. Yeah, GG called. Okay, so series went to Ivan 4 games to 2 in this best of 7. GG's. Hope you enjoyed the video. If anyone else ends up watching it. Till next one, have a good time. See ya.